Number 5, we have 25 millimeters is equal to how many centimeters? And the first question is one of these a base unit? And no, neither of them are a base unit. So we're going to have two conversion factors. So I'm going to start with how many millimeters is equal to its base unit meters, and then meters is equal to how many. We're going to use our little chart that you should memorize. So millimeter, milli is here. We need 1 to 1,000. So one of these is the 1, the other is the 1,000. Meter is bigger, so it's 1. Milli smaller, so it's 1,000. Here we have meter and centi. Centi is 100. So one of these is 1 and the other is 100. The base is larger, so it's a 1. Centi smaller, so it gets 100. So now that we have our conversion factors, we can go ahead and set up our dimensional analysis. We do that by placing our given value, and we can draw our crossbars. And we're going to take this millimeter, and I want it to cancel, so it's going to go to the bottom of this side over here. So now millimeters are set to cancel with each other, and I need to use a conversion factor. I'm going to use this one. 1,000 millimeters is equal to 1 meter. 1,000 millimeters equals 1 meter. Notice millimeters cancel, and I'm now at meter. Is that what I want my final answer to be? No, I want it to be centimeters, so I have to keep going. So I'll draw another bar, extend my line. The meter has to go to the bottom of the next step. And now I can use this conversion factor. 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. And now meters have canceled, and we are at centimeter, and that is what I want my final answer to be. So now I know I am finished setting up my problem. I'm going to put equals, and now we can use the calculator on our phone. We can type in our first number, which is 25, times the top, times 1, divide by the bottom, divided by 1,000, times the top, times 100, divided by the bottom, divided by 1, equals, and we get 2.5 centimeters is our final answer. Now, this is a special one. Because we have 2.5 centimeters cubed is equal to milliliter, there is a fact that you should know. 1 centimeter cubed is equal to 1 milliliter. These are the exact same thing. They take up the same amount of volume. It's just one is used to describe a solid, one is used to describe a liquid. Otherwise, they take up the same amount of space. So 2.5 cubic centimeters is going to take up 2.5 milliliters. However, if we were to write this with dimensional analysis, we would write 2.5 centimeters cubed. We would take centimeters cubed, put it at the bottom here, and then put its conversion factor. 1 centimeter cubed equals 1 milliliter. And then it would be 2.5 times 1 divided by 1, which just gives you 2.5 milliliters, because these guys cancel, and milliliters is what is left standing. And so that's the unit on my final answer. Number 7, we have 243 liters is equal to how many kiloliters? So is one of these a base unit? Yes, liters is a base unit. So we're just going to have one conversion factor. How many liters are equal to how many kiloliters? And so we'll use our little chart. We'll go to kilo. Kilo is 1,000, so we have 1 to 1,000. And kilo has to get the 1 because it's larger, and that makes liters, or my base, equal to 1,000. So now that I have my conversion factor, take your given value, 243 liters. You can put it over 1 times, draw a line. Liters needs to cancel, so it's got to go at the bottom of this next step. So I'm going to put liters here, and then I can use my conversion factor. 1,000 liters equals 1 kiloliter. 1,000 liters equals 1 kiloliter. The liters have canceled. Kiloliter is left. That's what I want my final answer to be. So I'm done setting up my problem. And now I can type it into my calculator. 243 times the top times 1 divided by the bottom divided by 1,000 equals, and that gets us 0.243 kiloliters as our final answer. 45.23 liters is equal to how many milliliters? Is one of these a base unit? Yes, liters is a base unit. So we just need one conversion factor. How many liters are equal to how many milliliters? And we'll use our little chart to see that milli is 1,000. So it's 1 to 1,000. This is larger, the base unit's larger, so it gets the 1, and milli is smaller, so it gets the 1,000. And now we can set up our dimensional analysis by placing our given value, 45.23 liters. Draw your crossbar. I want liters to cancel, so I'm going to put liters at the bottom of this step. Now I can use this conversion factor. 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. Liters cancel. We are left with milliliter, which is what I want my final answer to be. So now I can go to my calculator and type in my first number, 45.23. I'm going to hit times the top, times 1,000, divided by the bottom, divided by 1, equals, and you get 45,230 milliliters. Okay, we have 0.035 milliliters equals how many centiliters? Is one of these a base unit? No, we don't have a base unit, so it's going to be two conversion factors. First, we have to figure out how many milliliters are equal to its base, and the base of milliliter is liter. Then we're going to figure out from the base how many is that equal to what we want, which is centiliter. So we'll use our little chart. Milli is 1,000, so we need a 1 to 1,000 ratio here. 1 of the base unit equals 1,000 milliliters, and then centi is equal to 100, so we have 1 liter equals 100 centiliters, because in both the milli and the centi cases, the base unit is bigger. So the base unit in both of these should be 1, and then these guys get the other number. So now, let's put our 0.035 milliliters over 1 times, draw a line. I want milliliters to cancel, so it's going to go to the bottom of this step. And now I can use this conversion factor. 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter. 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter. Milliliters cancel. I'm at liters now, but I want centiliter, so I have to go one more step. So I'm going to take the liters now and bring them down to the next step, and now I can use this conversion factor. 1 liter equals 100 centiliters. 1 liter equals 100 centiliters. Liters cancel. I am left at centiliters. That's what I want my final answer to be. So now I can go to my calculator and type in my first number, 0.035, times the top divided by the bottom, times the top divided by the bottom. And that's what we have here. Times 1 divided by 1,000 times 100 divided by 1 equals, and we get 0.0035 centiliters as our final answer.